Kathy Tadolny. I work at the Livingston Parish Library here at the Denham Springs branch, and today I'm going to show you how to make a macrame dragonfly keychain. Our summer reading program, the theme is Tails and Tales. And so this has a nice tail on it, and so I thought I would make a nice little fun craft. It's very easy, it's basic macrame. Hopefully, if you can do this one, and I'm sure you can, then you'll be ready to tackle something a little more difficult. So for now, you can go down to any of the branches of the library in Livingston Parish and pick up your own bag with the supplies needed. What you need is a strip of paracord and the little keychain. Any kind of keychain will work. You could actually even put it right on your key if you wanted to. And some glue and or a lighter to finish the ends with. So I'm going to show you how to get started with that. All right, you need about 4 or 5 feet of the paracord, and you put it through your keychain. Like I said, any kind of keychain will do, but you put it in and you go to you got it halfway. What you want to work with is about 4 or 5 inches, about the width of your hand plus a little. So you want to lay that down in front of you. The first thing you want to do is make a loop that goes under both of the strings. See, it's going to look like that. These 2 strings are on top of the loop. And then this loop, the right hand one, is going to go under the string and into the hole. You see that? That's going to be the eyes to your dragonfly. I'll move it down a little bit. See how we did that? There's the eyes to the dragonfly. You can tighten that up a little bit. Now you're going to take this top cord and put it on top. This one goes over it, under the body, and under this loop, it's going to come out. Come through the loop on the other side. See that? And you're just going to tighten it. You don't actually have to leave it laying down. Sometimes it's easier to work right in your hand. So there is your first complete knot. That is the most basic square knot for the macrame technique. And you just have the 2 strings in the middle. It's like a slip knot. It's like what you start with when you're tying your shoes, only you have these strings in the middle of it. Now, to keep it nice and flat, now we're going to make the wing, but you're going to keep the one that's on top here. That's the one that's going to go on top. Keep that one on top, see? This one is going to go over it, under the body, and out through the loop. Looks like that, see? And we're not going to tie that one real tight because that's going to be the first wing. We're going to leave it a little bit loose. We can tighten it later. This is the one on top, so we're going to keep it on top. Comes across here. This one is going to go over it, under the body, and out the other loop. See? We're going to move that up. Now we're going to, once we get the wings as big as we want, we can tighten it some more. Nice big wings on this one. All right, there we go. So now you've made 2 knots, and one of them has the wings in it. We're going to make the second set of wings a little bit smaller, because that's kind of how dragonflies are. So, remember the top string stays on top. This is the one that's the top string. So I'm going to lay it on top. Big loop for the wing. This one goes under it. Sorry, it goes over the string, under the body, and out the other loop. See what I did there? Just like I've been doing. Only I'm going to leave it loose because it's the wing, and move it up. The string's hanging down. Now to tighten that, this is the one on top. I'm going to put that on top. This one goes over it, under the body, and out the loop. And when we tighten that in, we're going to have the knot for the second set of wings. See? Move that up. Nice big wings. And at this point, this is when you want to do your little finagling to get the wings the way you want them. If that's a little too big, you can tighten it here, make sure they're even on both sides, and push it up. Now the rest of it is easy peasy because all you're doing is the square knot. You don't have to worry about leaving any big loops. So, remember how we did it? This is on top. You put that over on top. Leave it on top. This one goes on top of that one, but under the body and up through the loop. And you pull that tight. There is your complete, well, third knot. See, one of these is considered a knot, so you're halfway through your third knot. On top, over the string, under the body, up through the hole. Over and through the hole. You want to do that, 4 or 5 more times until it's as long as you want it to be. Over, round that, and through the loop. Several more, maybe 4 more. Hopefully you will have got the hang of it by now and it goes real smooth. If you were not to leave the top one on top, if you were to go the other way with it and put the other one on top, you would start to make a spiral. And that's another look for a macrame, but not for our dragonfly. Pull it nice and tight. I think 2 more ought to be good. All right, there we are. Oh, 1 more, what the hey. This one is bigger than the pink one, and the main difference is that I made the wings bigger, see? But it has a much bigger appearance. Now you tighten it real nice and tight, and this is what I brought the lighter for. You cut this, you don't want this to fray. Under normal usage, this thing would just start to come untied, and pretty soon you'd have a very short dragonfly. So you trim it, you cut it close to the knot, not too close, because we're going to melt that plastic right to the dragonfly here. So you cut that off there on that side, cut it off on this side. Oops. And you simply hold the lighter close to the frayed edge. Melts it a little bit, and use the lighter, not your fingers, to press it down. Same thing on the other side, and press it down. And that kind of glues it to itself. If you don't have a lighter, or you don't want to do that, or if you're a child, you can always just use a little spot of glue, and don't mess with it until the glue dries, and it'll hold it in place for you. All right, now there's our blue and pink dragonfly. Hopefully you'll find the color that you like when you go to pick up your package. If they're out, or if you're watching this video later on, you can get this at any of your craft supply stores and pick out the color that you like and make a nice, fun summer keychain. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on how to make a dragonfly macrame keychain, and I hope you get by the library and pick up a kit. And meanwhile, I hope you're having a great summer. Keep reading, stay safe, and come visit us here at the Denham Springs Library.